Hello, good day. This is Roger Defoe, Excel and MIS consultant from RAD Software Systems. This application that you're looking at, it's a Laravel based app that I developed using RAD techniques. That's rapid application development. It's just basically an information system technique for quick prototyping and solution delivery of software artifacts. This is version, a web version of a PHP app that I developed prior day, and I told yesterday how I was interested in seeing how it would come across as a web app. I'll quickly go to the Excel dashboard. Okay, this is it in question. Okay, dashboard just presents summary information. It pulls its information via Power Query from a PostgreSQL database. I'll just go and quickly show you those. This is the database I use for most of my demonstrations. You can see there's other stuff within the server. I segmented it into what's called a schema in Postgres, but basically it's a different if I have to use an analogy, it's just like a separate room with all the tools and other artifacts that a database user would need. I won't go through all of them. I entitled mine Trinimart. It's a fictitious entity using synthetic data that I use a member of my AI orchestration team to use modeling the TNT macroeconomic environment. This is the core construct of the data model. You have your branches, your supermarkets, your products, and your sales. Uh, Let us just look at the view. So we have 9 rows. These are all the branches within TNT. We have products. It's only 9 products, but it's just done for demonstration purposes. But it can scale to millions of, thousands of products, um, and millions of sales. So here, I'm gonna give the price. The sales, it's quite large. I'll just use a count function. It's 1.2 million. Here we see, okay, it's all together, but table rows counted. So that's it there. So 3 zeros from the left, and then another 3 characters, and then you have your 1.2 million. Right, okay. The views is a virtual table, so it pulls together all of it, and this is what I sent to the Excel spreadsheet. The web app reads the same database and it does its programmatic, um, let's say, connection using PHP. Here it's the framework that I use, and for the for people who don't know or have a vague idea what a framework is, such as name imply, it's like a scaffolding in the construction industry, and it puts together all the various artifacts that a developer would need, and it saves them having to go and reinvent the wheel. So you can do simple applications or complex enterprise level solutions because you already have a similar foundation. Um, Route, a name imply, if you have like a route or route, depends how you want to pronounce it. It's like a route on the highway, whatever, and it sends you to the views. And the views, we have our dashboard, and this is what the PHP app reads and it sends to the screen. Here, this is the environment. I'm only showing you the well, it's an example, so that's self-explanatory, and then you have your standardized its name imply environment where the app accesses what it needs from one central point. So these are just not what the actual system using, but security best practice dictates that you don't divulge that to the world. So I know it's my prototype, but still I'll try as much as possible to stick to best practices. So when I'm doing a real app, I don't say, "Oops, sorry, I shouldn't have done that." Okay, we'll go back to the Laravel front end. I started with Tailwind CSS. I use the build stack. Um, okay, I didn't use it in this case. It's saying here Laravel and Blade. Blade's a templating language that talks to the front end and dynamically adjusted based on your programmatic requirements. Vilt stands for Vue, is a GSS framework. Inertia is middleware. Laravel is the framework that we just briefly looked at. Tailwind is for styling, Tailwind CSS. So this gives you all the color and all the various design systems. And have an interactive JavaScript library that was used to do all these various charts. So a library is just basically a module type thing with prerequisite program constructs. Um, so then allows me to do glorious stuff like what you're seeing here. We can, let's see, if I want to find out information, our manager needs to find information about the Pottersbane branch, and he wants to see how meat and seafood's doing, and all the credit card customers. Click what's needed. Takes a few seconds. It's like 1.2 million records, so it has to. There's other construct. If I need to scale it and put it on a hosting platform. There's something called a materialized view between, it's a halfway house between a real view and a table. So that should help reduce that say about 5 seconds or maybe one or less. So you see Port of Spain branch here, 1.5 million. So we know that the Port of Spain branch is accounting for about 50% of the revenue. Port of Spain being the capital is just understandable. Right, so we did so seafood's polluting quite a lot, and as it's just one branch, we don't expect much in the charts, so we revert back to normal. Okay, it's taking a bit longer than usual. Okay, so you see all the charts are different. Just do a quick recap on the spreadsheet. Spreadsheet has the Excel-based dashboard has dynamic slices, so I can do multiple selection. I hadn't factored that into the Laravel front end. It's just an RAD artifact that I decided on the fly yesterday. So it's only basically say 24-hour developmental time that I put into it, basically less than 24 hours. So once it passed through my test, and then let's say if it was for an external stakeholder, pass through their requirements, and then all the various functionalities would be done. So summary reports, as you see, you have a pie chart here, quantity, product, rate sold within a period. Then it gives you like for the manager in question. Let's see if all these various informations. Okay, thank you very much. Again, my name is Roger Defoe, um, XNMIS consultant from RAD Software Systems. Thank you again for listening to my video. For more information, feel free to visit my website at www.radsoftwaresystems.com. Thank you and bye bye.